Okay, so are you ready to unlock some serious flavor secrets?
I know I am.
I am too, because today we're diving deep into Indian cuisine.
That's right, we are. And
We're going to be looking at some incredible products from Shirdell.
a company that
Yeah, a company that specializes in bringing the taste of India
straight to your kitchen.
straight to your kitchen. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
that's what we're all about, right? Exploring these ingredients.
yeah, I mean, it's like a little culinary adventure, right? We're
Mhm.
going to go on and
It is.
discover all these cool ingredients one by one.
That's right. And I think what's so exciting about Indian cuisine is that it's such a symphony of flavors,
Yeah, I
right?
love that. A symphony of flavors.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to put it. And
And really understanding each individual ingredient is key to unlocking like the magic of Indian cooking.
I completely agree. And speaking of ingredients, first up we have basmati rice,
Uh,
but not just one kind of basmati rice. We have two options here.
we do.
We've got Jaisal and Amiri. Both are described as long grain and aromatic, which already I'm like, yes, sign me up.
Yeah.
But there's got to be more to it, right?
Absolutely. So, while both are basmati, the Amiri is described as exclusive with extra long grains.
Okay.
And so this kind of gives us a clue that this is like a higher grade of basmati, and it's prized for its ability to stay separate and fluffy after cooking. So,
Okay.
think of a beautiful biryani where each grain is distinct and perfectly cooked.
Ooh, you had me at perfectly cooked rice.
Right. That's the magic of Amiri rice.
So I have actually attempted to make biryani before, and let's just say it was a learning experience. Have you ever made biryani? What is it about this dish that makes it so special?
I have made biryani, and it is truly a celebration of flavors and aromas. When you think about what biryani is, it's essentially like a mixed rice dish, often with meat or vegetables layered and cooked with all these fragrant spices. And the choice of rice is absolutely crucial, and that's where basmati shines, because its aroma infuses like the entire dish and creates this really unforgettable sensory experience.
Wow, you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when people are new to Indian cuisine terms, like biryani can feel a little intimidating.
Yeah.
But really it's all about combining these amazing ingredients in exciting ways.
Yeah.
And speaking of exciting ingredients, let's move on to chana dal,
Okay.
or as we know it in the West, split chickpeas.
Right.
And we've got two varieties here.
We do.
HDL, chana dal, which comes in halves, and Subhan chana dal, which is split.
Interesting.
Now, I'm curious about this whole halves versus split thing. Does that change how we cook with them?
It absolutely does. Yeah, the level of processing affects both the cooking time and the texture.
Well,
So split chana dal being smaller cooks faster and often results in a smoother, creamier texture, perfect for dishes like badal, which is like a hearty lentil stew.
yes.
That's a staple in Indian cuisine.
Loved it.
The chana dal halves, on the other hand, they retain a bit more bite
Okay.
and are a great addition to soups and curries where you want a bit more texture.
Got it. So split for smoother dishes,
Yeah.
like dal halves for when we want a little more oomph.
Exactly.
It's like choosing your lentil superpower based on the dish.
I love that.
Now, I have to admit, I'm a huge fan of lentils in general. They're so versatile and packed with protein. Do you have a favorite way to prepare chana dal?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Okay.
I love just a simple chana dal tempered with ghee and spices. Like, it's incredibly comforting and so flavorful.
Okay, speaking of ghee, let's move on to this intriguing ingredient. Kanam smur ghee, clarified butter.
Yes.
I have to admit, I've always been a little mystified by ghee. I know it's used a lot in Indian cooking, but what makes it so special?
So ghee is essentially butter that's been simmered and clarified.
Okay.
And that process removes the milk solids, and this gives it a richer, nuttier flavor
Okay.
and a higher smoke point than regular butter. So you can kind of think of it like a superhero version of butter.
I like that.
It can handle the heat and adds just this delicious depth of flavor.
Okay, that makes sense. So we can use it at higher temperatures without it burning.
Exactly.
That's a definite win in my book.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking back to that biryani we were talking about.
Yeah.
Is ghee like the go-to fat for Indian cooking? Or are there times when regular butter works better?
That's a great question. So while ghee is very prevalent in Indian cooking, regular butter does have its place. So for dishes where like a more delicate buttery flavor is desired, regular butter might be preferred.
Okay.
It really comes down to personal preference and the specific flavor profile you're going for.
So it's all about choosing the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
Whether it's Amiri rice for that perfect biryani,
Right.
split chana dal for a creamy dal, or ghee for that rich, nutty flavor that can handle the heat.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this delicious deep dive, I'm feeling so inspired to explore these ingredients further.
Yeah.
We've covered rice lentils and clarified butter. What a fantastic foundation for a culinary adventure.
Absolutely. It's amazing how these seemingly simple ingredients form the backbone of such a diverse and flavorful cuisine.
Yes, and the best part is, we've only just scratched the surface.
Exactly.
So to our listener, we've given you a glimpse into the world of Indian flavors. But now it's your turn to explore. What dish will you try first? Will you experiment with ghee? Or perhaps create your own version of a classic dal? Let your curiosity guide you and discover the magic of Indian cuisine.
That's right. Go for it.